The discovery of my wife's affair didn't come from a fight or a flagged notification. It came from a small, accidental moment. One night, after my phone had died and I borrowed hers to call my mother, a message popped up. "Can't wait to see you again, beautiful." Same hotel. The sender was saved as Martin, project lead. My stomach lurched. I opened the chat, and everything I had been refusing to accept lay there plainly. Photos, late-night plans, jokes about how her husband would never suspect. Emma, the person I trusted most, was involved with a coworker. I sat alone in the dark for hours, scrolling, feeling like the life I knew had been quietly rewritten. But instead of an explosive reaction, a strange, controlled calm took over. I didn't want a scene or a furious spectacle. I wanted consequences that would cut deeper than any shouted insult, humiliation wrapped in a cold, deliberate posture. I found Martin's wife, Olivia, through social media. After a few clicks, I had her contact information. I didn't dump the whole story at once. I sent a measured, suggestive message. "I think our spouses have been spending a lot of time together. Maybe we should talk." She replied within minutes. We arranged to meet at a quiet cafe the next day, each of us playing the part of the unsuspecting spouse. When I slid the conversation across to her, her face went white. She murmured that Martin had told her they were only work dinners. I nodded. She said Emma had told her the same. Shared disbelief turned into an alliance. We spoke for hours until a plan took shape. What if we made them witness, from the outside, what betrayal looks like? At first, Olivia hesitated, but when I painted the scene, she broke into a small, knowing smile. "You want me to be your date, and let them find out?" she asked. "Exactly," I replied. "Not to seduce or to harm them physically, but to show them the sensation of losing control over their lives." A week later, I reserved a table for 4 at the upscale restaurant Emma and Martin favored, under my name, and confirmed they would be there that night from a call I had overheard on Emma's phone. On the evening itself, Olivia and I dressed impeccably, she in an elegant black dress, me in a tailored suit. We entered laughing, touching, deliberately conspicuous. Heads turned, including the 2 at the corner table. Emma went pale mid-bite. Martin's hand dropped away. Leaning close so they could hear, Olivia said, loud enough for them to catch, "You were right, Daniel. This place is perfect for our first real date." Emma's jaw tightened. I kept my expression composed, hand resting casually on Olivia's, my laugh light but precise. The waiter, doing his rounds, paused and turned to Martin's table. "Would you like your usual wine, Mr. Martin?" That tiny, ordinary question cracked everything open. Emma rose and stormed over, voice trembling. "Daniel, what is this?" she demanded. I looked at her and answered quietly, "A double date." "You didn't think you were the only ones allowed one, did you?" The restaurant fell silent. Olivia met her husband's gaze with an icy serenity. "Enjoy your meal, Martin," she said. "You'll need the energy for the explanations later." The manager tried to intervene, but I stood, left some cash on the table, and told them, "We're done here." We walked out as whispers trailed behind us down the stairs. Emma called after me. I didn't turn back. For the first time, she felt what it was to watch someone walk away, not in fury, but with a quiet, final detachment. Later, Olivia and I sat at a small bar, nursing drinks in companionable silence, both lost in thought. "Do you think they'll ever understand?" she asked softly. I shrugged. "Maybe. But that doesn't matter. They needed to see that we could move on, too." She gave a faint smile, and for a moment the feeling between us was not revenge, but something like peace. Weeks went by. Emma came to my apartment one afternoon, tearful and apologetic, saying she had ended things with Martin and wanted to fix what she'd broken. I listened, then closed the door. "You broke something you can't fix," I told her. As I walked away, I realized my aim had not been to inflict pain. It had been to reclaim my dignity. The truest revenge, I discovered, wasn't destruction. It was proving they no longer had the power to ruin me.